Going across to Jantar Mantar, where ABP activists are protesting. Abhishek is joining us to give us more details in a bit. But these are visuals that you're getting live from the capital. You can see the Indian flag is also being hoisted by the ABVP students. They are brandishing the tricolour, but at the same time, they're raising slogans as well. Abhishek is joining us. Yes, Abhishek, what are the details?
Well, you see, to counter the protests that have been gone by left-backed organizations, both inside the JNU campus and outside, we remember a few days back there was this long march from the Mandi House to Jantar Mantar, and then the protests that took place yesterday at Jantar Mantar. Now, from the right side, the ABVP-led protests are now taking place to support the Indian Army, to support the cause of Kashmir, and to really counter the narrative of the left liberal segment that had really gained some ground over the last fortnight in the media narrative. So this protest march is essentially taking place from Ramlila Maidan to Jantar Mantar. The slogans that are being used are a reflection of the ideology, obviously, this group represents, where they say that, for example, Vande Mataram should be given precedence over Lal Salam, and that the Indian Army has to be in Kashmir at any cost, and those supporting Afzal Guru in any manner essentially are anti-elements, and they have no place in India. So this protest march, having just started from Ramlila Maidan, heading towards Jantar Mantar, where you can expect some of the leaders from the right-leaning organizations to come and address these students, about 3,000-4,000 of them who have gathered from across institutions, universities, colleges, and carrying saffron flags, India flags, and sloganeering against whatever happened in JNU on February 9, as also subsequently. Essentially, the narrative is that anyone backing separatist sentiment or separatist elements in India should not be given any kind of prominence, and that they are clearly against national interest. Those elements are playing against national interest, and so they should be countered with a lot of aggression, and that is what we are seeing. March that is being led by ABVP and joined by other organizations, about 3,000, as I said, students from various institutions, organizations, colleges, sloganeering at Gulami Chhodkar, Bolo Vande Mataram. Essentially, the narrative that the ABVP really professes, and in support of that, to counter the left narrative, these students have joined march protests from Ramlila Maidan to Jantar Mantar. Back to you.
But Abhishek, even as they're protesting on the street, the storm is brewing inside the parliament. Also, the Congress Vice President just a short while back has told Times Now that he will speak on the JNU issue in the parliament, and in the same breath he has added that government is scared of what I'll say.
Well, yes, that goes without saying, that the fact that the government is clearly no mood to blink and to really stare down the opposition on this issue gives a fillip to the sentiment on the ground, and that is why we are seeing this kind of mobilization. Possibly for the first time, ABVP might have been able to really mobilize these kind of numbers in support of their cause and actively carrying out this march. So definitely the fact that the government has really decided to not cow down to the opposition aggression in the parliament, and to really meet aggression with aggression, as exemplified by the statements that were made by both the Prime Minister and the BJP chief Amit Shah during the BJP Parliamentary Party Executive yesterday, clearly an indication that the right is not going to in any manner be cowed down by the aggression that is being shown by the opposition in support of the left-leaning organizations, student organizations who have really had an element of grip over the JNU at least. And that is why this protest march is really going on. Though I must say that while the protest march that was carried out by left-leaning organizations was trying to really capture the subaltern angst from Rohit Vemula to Afzal Guru to Kanhaiya Kumar, and of course whatever has happened in the JNU for the last fortnight, this narrative here is essentially focused on JNU itself, where they believe that whatever happened inside JNU was a crassest possible example of anti-national elements holding sway, and that really needs to be countered with aggression. And that is why this march is being carried out today from Ramlila Maidan to Jantar Mantar.